Hey everybody, RW here, and I said a couple months ago I was going to do a video about metal detecting when it got closer to fall. Well, here it is, closer to fall, so I'm just going to talk to you about some of the gear that I use, and maybe a short little test to show you a difference about some stuff. The detector I use is the Garrett AT Pro. Bought it from Calico Detectors. Find them online. It's pretty reasonably priced. Actually cheaper than what I found anywhere else. And when you buy it, it comes with a 8x5 or a larger coil, 8x5 coil, which is right here. It's the 8x5, and then, or excuse me, not the 8x5. This is the 8x11. This is the one it comes with. It's a great coil for coin hunting and relic hunting, but I'm more into relic hunting, so this is what I'm going to use. If I'm coin hunting, I bought a smaller coil. This is the 8x5 coil. This coil is good for getting into, yes, thank you, is good for getting into trashy areas or areas that's got a lot of like scrap metal and stuff in it, to pinpoint coins and stuff like that. The difference between the two coils is if you're using the 8x5 coil, like I said, it's better at pinpointing small coins and stuff like that because it's smaller and in trashy areas. The downside is it doesn't go as deep. It's fairly shallow. I think the deepest I found anything with this is like 6 inches. People will tell you they'll find more, but it just doesn't go as deep, and you cover less area. But if you're looking for coins in like a local park or something like that, that's what you want to use. You want to use the 5x8. Now the 8x11 coil, this is good for you know, just about anything. You can still pinpoint coins. It's going to pick up a lot more trash because it's covering a bigger area, so it doesn't weed it out as easy as the 8x5, but you can still use it. It's still effective. In fact, this is probably the coil that I'm going to end up using the most. And the good side about that's the downside. The downside is it's not as precision as the 8x5, but the plus side is it goes a lot deeper, and I'll show you an example here in a minute. So that's those are the coils I use on my Garrett AT Pro. Remember that the Garrett AT Pro is also somewhat waterproof, so you can take it and you can do water hunts and like creek beds and shallow rivers and stuff like that. So you can use it in the water, and I can't tell you how deep you can go, but it's you know, as well as like if you were going to go swimming in like a swimming hole or something like that. So Garrett AT Pro is the way to go. So let's take a look at some of my other equipment here. Walk over here. All right. I got a little thingamajiggers into the what's it here, to little containers to hold, you know, some of my finds and stuff like that. Another thing you'll want is a pinpointer. Garrett sells a great pinpointer, and however, when I went to buy my pinpointer, they didn't have any Garretts. All they had were the whites. But I lucked out, because when I got the whites TRX bullseye pinpointer, it is a great it's a great little thing. It's got a couple of different things that it can do. As the Garrett just has one setting, but this will actually pick up metal from quite a bit away. So, like, you know, if we're looking at these coins right here, you know, we're starting to pick it up. Oh, I just turned it off. No, maybe I didn't. But we can actually, it'll pick it up from quite a distance away, whereas the Garrett won't. And you can adjust the settings. And so it's a great little pinpointer. Not sure if it's waterproof yet. Haven't really used it in the water. It looks like it's made to be waterproof, but we'll definitely find out. Don't go hunting without a pinpointer, because I mean you can. It just takes a while and it can be really messy. Something else I use is just a regular garden trowel. I like this one. It kind of fits my hands, ergonomic and everything. Garrett makes one. I'm probably actually going to switch this up for the Garrett because it's flat, and I've ran into some issues with this one. Being it's very dry. It's been a dry fall, so it's not getting into the dry ground as well. But it's good to have a little garden trowel. That way you can, dig your plugs. Pair of gloves. You want a good pair of gloves? I like these. You get them at Home Depot for like $8 or something like that. And so you want a good pair of gloves. And then I got a Garrett metal detectors bag here. You can that I bought with the detector. And then it's got, and I just added this little pouch on the front to hold some of my goods. Really, that's all you need to start off with. So I was going to tell you I was going to do a test. So we're going to take you off the thing here. Now what I did about 3 or 4 months ago is I buried a piece of lead, and I buried it fairly deep because I wanted to show you, and it's really dry, so it's not the best conditions to be metal detecting in. Switch my hands here. There we go. Metal detecting in, but I wanted to show you that the difference between the coils. So this is the 8x5. There's a piece of lead. It's about the size of a Civil War bullet. It's not a Civil War bullet, but it should ring up as around 54 on the ADI, which is the little screen right there where you see the number pops up. So it should show up as a 54. So when we go over the area, not really getting any good signals. It's like 26 and stuff like that. So alright, so that's with the small coil. Let me switch out coils here real quick. I'll get back to you and I'll show you how the large coil. Okay, so now we're going to try it with the large coil. This is the 8.5 by 11 coil that comes with it. So we'll come over here to the same area where that piece of lead was. And there we go. Now we've got an average of 54. That's exactly where I buried the piece of lead. So that's the difference. And as you can see, it's also showing that it's 8 inches down, whereas the other one, it's really only good for about 6 inches. So thanks for watching. Questions, concerns, comments, anything you'd like to see. Once I get digging a little bit, I'll do some live digs and show you some of the stuff that you can find. So this is RW. I'll see you later.